Welcome to the MTGPL Legacy Fight Night. My name is Beyond Sadistic, and with me tonight is no Oko, but also Chaotic Bear. Bear, how
No
you
Oko
doing
or
today?
Chaotic Bear. Mourning the loss of Dreadhorde Arcanist more than Oko for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm making it.
I've been like rocking this these band puns, like with all the Legacy Fight Night announcements. Like, oh, the RNG machine went burr, top decked an Oko, elked your chalice, and got banned. Wah, wah. So
Good for it.
hopefully
Man.
all of you guys are doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. Hitsuer. Thank you for the follow.
Sure.
And Chaotic Bear,
Oh,
thank you so
good
much for the
bear.
Prime sub. 7 months.
Oh, you took my joke. I was going to thank myself. Oh, well.
Oh, damn. It's because it shows up to me before it shows up on the screen. My bad.
That's fine. It's fine.
So, yeah, we've got some epic match for round 1. What do you think is
So
going
to
to happen
speak.
here?
Yeah, I mean, Doc is on one of these greedy bug piles that he loves so much. So you get Stormcaller 4 copies in there of that card. And I think the rest of the deck is built around that.
Yes.
But it is very fair, and I feel like TES is going to have a pretty easy time game 1 here.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on this. The fact that Doc is on bug with nothing. I mean, this is a Cabal Therapy in the blind, so who's he going to name Brain? But
I feel, yeah, that's a good target. He's not a combo deck, so I'm worried.
He does name Brainstorm.
Okay.
But now that he sees exactly, he knows exactly what his opponent's on, and Doc main deck is running no interaction with no permission. Interaction, yes. Discard, yes, but no permission.
That sweet unglued swamp down there. I appreciate that. So in the blind of your doc here, to just hit against unknown opponent, unknown deck off of Brainstorm there just seems like such a hot play.
Well, and that's just it. But that's why Brainstorm is one of the best Cabal therapies.
Yeah.
That's a really great hit off him. But I can guarantee you, Doc has also played TES in the past and probably still has it together. Granted, this is the 11.6 version, which has got Hope of Girapur and Pulverize again. So, but Doc definitely knows what he's probably up for. Nasty.
Yeah, and he really needed that Brainstorm actually, even out of that hand. The rest of that hand did not have a whole lot of gas in it.
Rex, yes, TES it does actually have version 11.6 is what, and this Stormcaller flashing back Cabal Therapy hits you twice, unless there's some permission here. I'm assuming he's going to Brainstorm. Maybe he drew a Brainstorm that he doesn't want to lose on top of his deck. Otherwise, outside of those cards that he had, what else?
That is there's no Veil's main deck. Yes. Oh, there are Veil's main deck.
Yeah, there's 4 Veil's main deck. So that is going to totally blow out Doc.
Ooh,
complete blowout there. Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, that first Cabal Therapy on the blind hit is a pretty good game, but Veil there and so intense.
Yeah, and he's gonna get to drop. That's such a blowout, man. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a huge swing as far as like number of cards go, because Cabal Therapy and Brainstorm traded 1 for 1, and then we're essentially trading Veil of Summer for that Seagate Stormcaller. You're up 1 card there, but
true. But the fact that he was not able to strip this, there's a defense grip. This is gonna. Although Doc's got a lot of creatures.
Yeah, Defense Grid not at its best here. I mean, Doc does have stuff like Abrupt Decay, and he has instant speed spells, but no Force of Will, no Spell Pierce, anything like that.
Right. It looks like he's actually split creatures 19 and spells. Doc's going to play a Ponder here. I don't really know what Doc has for. I mean, he's going to have to go like creature beatdown plan here really fast.
Yeah, he needs some amount of pressure. 3 lands isn't going to do it.
Right. Another storm.
Scavenging Ooze,
Oh,
the
that's
full art
right.
M21, I think.
Lemon, Doc has been on Bug as far as I've known.
He just came out of the womb on Bug.
Yeah, pretty much. He's been nothing but Bug.
First words were by you, I think.
Yeah, and I think, that's the Scavenging Ooze is going to be really not very. It's not a very good card here either. Granted, it's a creature, so it can do some beat.
Yeah.
We do
So
have Cardboard Live should be updated for you guys. But they do not have open deck lists, so they do not know what each other's on.
Yeah. Scavenging Ooze can eat Rite of Flames, so it's not completely dead.
That is true. I didn't think about that. And Lemon, Doc actually built a Esper, a Grixis, and a Bug version of this deck. But the Bug one was the first one that he built.
Yeah, Seagate, Stormcaller, plus your 56 other favorite cards seems to be his theme lately.
Pretty much.
Wishclaw Talisman.
And Cabal Therapy.
Yeah, of course, Cabal Therapy.
Yeah, definitely. Think Beyond is having audio issues. He sounds quiet and seems to be cutting out sometimes. Somebody else said that the other day too. I mean, I can turn my volume up, so maybe that's it. I'm assuming it's my noise.
Wonderful to me, but I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you through Discord and not through the stream.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, getting to see a couple of creatures here now. So this is the old Stormcaller Neoform trick here. So I guess we'll see what he gets
right
off of those 2 copies.
Definitely.
Taking that Brainstorm, just such game for Doc here, because Vinicius is how I'm going to choose to pronounce that. Has not managed to do a whole lot. That defense grid just doesn't do anything.
No, it really doesn't here. And that opposition agent is going to be a pretty.
Oh, and Leovold.
Yeah,
Leovold to turn off all the cantrips is also going to be a hot game.
Yeah, I totally.
We were dogging Doc's chances before this match, but he's assembled some pretty good tools here, including a decent clock.
Yeah, and actually, the fact that there's mana open and a Wishclaw Talisman, I think that, and there's a Lotus Petal. So this is, if he's casting a Lotus Petal, I'm assuming there's going to be a storm. Because he's going to pass. I guess he can take some beats for a little bit here.
Yeah, I thought that makes Ad Nauseam just much, much worse.
Yeah, an opposition agent's going to shut off.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's fair. I was thinking Peer into the Abyss could be an out here if he's holding like double Lion's Eye Diamond or something, but
Peer into the Abyss is really the only thing that he could do to be able to get him enough cards. But he also has a way to get rid of he has to get rid of
well, I mean, opposition agent thankfully doesn't turn off Burning Wish, right? It only counts searching your library.
Yes, but he's got cuts off Wishclaw Talisman. Cuts off. Oh, that's right. That is the only tutor because they're not running.
Yeah. Infernal
tutor. No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh.
Yeah, Infernal
tutor.
Yes.
Yeah. Used to be a thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Although actually, Peer to the Abyss doesn't do anything with Leovold now that I think about it. So.
Oh no, that's actually true. I didn't even think. And right now, I mean, this
Leovold plus agent is doing a lot.
Yeah, I totally agree. Peer into the Abyss is in this list, but it's in the board, so he has to wish for it.
Yeah.
Peer into the Abyss isn't main deck. It looks like he's going to scoop it up too.
Wow. Quick game 1 and not in the direction that I was expecting there.
No, actually, I totally agree. Taking that Brainstorm may have just really been.
Yeah.
That's gonna give Doc the opportunity to pull in some sideboard cards. Let's see what he's got. Doc is running 2 Carpet of Flowers, 2 Flusterstorm, 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Relic of Progenitus, 2 Surgical Extractions, 2 Veils, 1 Collector, 1 Return to Nature, 1 Brazen Borrower, 1 Pernicious Deed, of course, and 1 Plague Engineer. Bear, what do you think he brings in here? What are the hot takes?
Flusterstorm and Veil of Summer seem like pretty easy hits. Collector Oof against Lotus Petals and Lineside Diamonds is probably pretty easy to bring in. And there's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't be mad at if he had enough to take out of the main deck. Some of the stuff like Return to Nature, Brazen Bar, or even Plague Engineer against a potential Goblin Swarm. You've played a lot more tests than I have. Is there anything other than Flusterstorm and Veil of Summer you're super worried about out of Doc's deck?
In first, thank you so much for the follow. I honestly think I would say as lean as I could, and I think Veils and Flusterstorms, I think would probably be maybe a Pithing Needle for LED. But outside of that, I don't think I would, or a Pernicious Deed for an type situation. Outside of that, I don't think I would go too crazy. I mean, surgicals can be good to hit in the middle of, but oh yeah, you can't needle LED. It's a mana. So yeah, that's. So I really don't see. Yeah, I mean, you can needle for Pithing or Wishclaw Tail.
Yeah.
But if you also are holding a Flusterstorm, you don't really care if they go.
Yeah, and I guess having access to the Wishclaw Talisman there to find it is also neat if they don't go off that same turn.
True. Oh, and it was JN.
So let's see. I'm going to continue to pronounce it Vinicius Braga. Someone in chat correct us here. Has 2 Carpet of Flowers, 2 Chain of Vapors, 2 Hope of Girapur, 2 Abrupt Decay, 1, and that looks like a bunch of targets for Burning Wish, Grape Shot, Empty the Warrens, Massacre, Tendrils, Echo Beyonds, Pulverize, and Peer into the Abyss. What are you bringing in here?
I mean, most of these are targets for Wish. I could see Abrupt Decay and Carpet. Maybe Chain of Vapor. The fact that they're on Bug, I mean, you didn't see a whole lot of islands, but he did cast pretty heavy blue, being the Stormcaller coming out right away, plus Ponder and Brainstorm. So I could see Carpet of Flowers.
Yeah, and the Hope of Girapurs tempt me in that seat because this is the kind of deck that I would expect has access to 4 Force of Will, 2 Force of Negations, a couple Flusterstorms, whatever. And it just turns out to not be the case here. But
yeah.
Of course can't if he has the Soul Read there, he can just board out the defense grids and everything else is free. But
right, and Champagne agrees. It's Abrupt Decays, Chain of Vapors, and possibly.
Yeah, and mentioning also the Oof and Plague Engineer there as potential extra targets for Doc.
Yeah, I could see that too, just because of the fact that the Bug deck is so heavy on the creature base. It's kind of like a Maverick deck in that regard, that it relies on its threats and what the threat can actually do, as like being as good as they are. You're able to be more fair because of the fact that you're able to do so much of your, and that it's the bigger push on like removal and the ball therapy. Find your threats.
Yeah, it just seems like an unusual build. Sort of like you said, Maverick can't run Force of Will either. It feels so unusual to see this deck with so many cantrips, and yeah, there we go. It just feels so unusual to see a deck with blue in it in Legacy with all these cantrips and all these other blue staples, but 0 copies of Force of Will.
Well, that's just it, right?
Hard to get my mind around.
Isn't that where all blue decks start? Is Brainstorm, Ponder, Daze, and Force Will?
Yeah, I mean Daze optional at your risk, but yeah, definitely that's why it's so funny. I wonder if he's getting any free points off of his opponent, just assuming he has Force of Will.
And that actually could be too. It looks like Braga is going to keep their 7. Doc's going down to 6. But this, Doc has played this Bug deck quite a few times, and it's actually it does really well. It's a very powerful deck. Everything that he's doing is extremely powerful, and it's efficient, it's lean, it's low to the ground. It's kind of like, it's in a sense, I still equate it to Maverick. I think it's a very fair equivalent there. Grant, you're not in white and playing, type similar vein.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. I mean, although especially with it being Doc, I'm like a little surprised to see 0 copies of Green Sun Zenith in the deck, but
Yeah, I agree with
just
that too.
because.
But I think he had a Green Sun at one point in time.
Okay. It seems like it would be frustrating if your whole goal is to get Seagate Stormcaller. Maybe it's a little frustrating that you can't get your favorite card off of that.
That very well could be too. Vinicius is going to lead off with a fetch land and a Mox Opal. Doc's going to lead off with a fetch land. It looks like he's passed. Hey, he's going to pass.
Okay.
Badlands,
Back to
crack. This could be. Doc's probably got a Flusterstorm in hand, I would think. Or maybe a Veil.
Or maybe Hope City does at least.
Yeah. Dropping the Opal here seems strange. Yeah, I actually agree with that too. You would like if you have the ability to go off, I would think you would want to do that. Oh yeah, Cabal Therapy, I guess.
Yeah, Cabal Therapy, or even like maybe a potential Mind Break Trap or something else. Trying to build Storm there with Mox Opal gives you a little less flexibility for stuff like Flusterstorm and Mind Break Trap, but
Yeah, I would agree. Doc's gonna fetch back. Looks just fetching for some lands. That Wishclaw Talisman. This could be a situation where if Doc has an ooflet.
oh, that would be big for this board. Just a Sylvan Library.
Just a Sylvan Library. But Doc's tapped out here.
Yeah.
This is Vinicius's with no Force of Will, no free. He's got no free permission.
Yeah. Shields are down and doesn't have access to any free permission. Doesn't have any of those hate bears out.
So there is a Rite of Flame.
Have to assume this is the turn. Oh, look at that! Nice little storm counter there.
Get my storm counter out. I think we're on.
Yeah, should just be Rite of Flame here. I thought Doc was untapping for a moment there, which would have been a strange thing to play. Rite of Flame, go.
Yeah, Rite of Flame, pass. With activating Talisman, I'm assuming, what do you think he's missing here? He goes for.
It depends on what's in the hand. I mean, I would guess LED or Burning Wish are things that you would need to get a lot, but
yeah. And at this point, if your opponent's tapped out and just played a Sylvan Library, I want to echo and give them cards, although you don't know if they have Force of Will.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't played Echo Vions in tests. I've played dedicated Echo Vions decks, but that seems like a card that you only go and get if you feel behind, or that you think they won't find permission. Like if you really need a draw 7, that's a decent cost for it. But
if you are digging and you can no longer find anything, then it's something then Echo Vions can pretty much turn you around.
Yeah,
but it can also bury you as well.
So we see Burning Wish there. No LED for mana. Just going to cast it the hard way.
Yep.
I wonder what we'll get here. A lot of times I know Burning Wish is there to get a little bit of disruption or to get the win, but it can't be Peer into the Abyss right now.
It's a
single Ponder.
Must be.
Yeah, I can't imagine that you're going to give your opponent the Wishclaw Talisman and do all this just to play Ponder here.
Well, that's just it. He's got to be looking for. Maybe he's looking for. He finds an LED.
Well, Doc's got the Wishclaw, so it won't enable Metalcraft with one artifact.
Oh, that's true. Does it trade? It trades right away. It totally does.
Yeah.
Oh, there's both.
Okay, never didn't have it. Although we still just see a pass.
Seriously?
Yeah, that seems like a very aggressive Burning Wish. Maybe he has another one.
That very well could be too.
But this just gives Doc the ability to go get his favorite hate card and just hold it up the rest of his life.
Well, that's just it. If he did have a way, yeah, I agree, Rax. That was very surprising. You were like, he Burning Wish for a Ponder.
Yeah. Veil into Echo is also good because they can't use permission after they draw. That's a good point there. Although we didn't see it happen.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of just It's all right,
Champagne
Perez.
got the ponder.
Yeah, texture of his hand has got to be. He had to have been missing something. To that's
Yeah,
one of the
he
hard.
has.
Go ahead.
Good. I was gonna say he has plenty of mana here, or access to plenty of mana. So I'm surprised to not see something like an Ad Nauseam. Well, I guess we don't technically know what he searched for off the Witchclaw Talisman. That Burning Witch could have just been in hand. But
Yeah, that is totally true. However, this is gonna totally F him here. He just went
oh
and
yeah,
Wishclaw Talisman for oof. So
and just reveal it.
yeah.
Hey, by the way, this is what I got.
Yep.
Don't have to show you, but I am. All right. Yeah.
His hand could absolutely be Decay and Chain. I totally agree. Maybe that was the whole plan. Go ahead. Go get your collector roof, and then I'm going to destroy it.
If that's the case, I love just like passing the turn here and hitting the oof on Doc's turn.
There's
another
a
Burning Wish. Where did the third? Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. It's not Cunning Wish. It's Burning Wish.
Right.
It's cheaper. Too much high tide in my life, apparently.
Oh, God. I love that we see it. There's a Grape Shot.
Grape Shot. That's a great. Oh, okay. Grape Shot can help take care of Oof, though. Never mind. I was thinking that was an aggressive Grape Shot.
However, got to give him a whole nother turn.
Yeah, unless he has access to another to like a red man and a Rite of Flame or something.
He did pass.
He does just have to go. Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I agree, Champagne. This is a really, really difficult way. Yeah. You've given your opponent a look at a lot of cards off the top. You gave them the opportunity to tutor for exactly the piece that they wanted out of their. Now they are able to hold up mana. Doc could have a Veil of Summer, a Flusterstorm in his hand. I mean, there's a lot that he could.
Oh yeah, Veil of Summer against Abrupt Decay would just be so brutal. I guess I'd be tempted if I were Doc to prioritize the Flusterstorm over Veil, just because Empty the Warrens is a card that exists.
True, but very true.
Still,
funnily enough, this isn't the first time a team player has Burning Wish for a pop. It's not the play you want, but sometimes you got to do what you got. I totally agree. And Champagne, this is why I don't play TES very often, because I'm not comfortable playing it. Don't have enough practice with it. There have been multiple times that started a storm.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get into. Oh, we see Seagate straight into Neo form. That's going to be very good here if it's anything like last game.
Yeah, he's going to be able to go get it.
Yeah, I assume we just see Leovold and not playing Engineer, the other opposition agent. There we go.
Yeah, because that
those were good last game. They're probably good this game.
Yeah, those are good.
Ooh. Man, who let this fair deck get up to 4 mana?
Tell me about
supposed to have won already. There's Leovold, there's Opposition Agent, yep. Beautiful box topper action over there. I know Doc he's been on that box topper for a minute though, right?
Yeah, that's true, he has. His Leovold has gone nowhere.
Oh, that's actually a Nighthawk Scavenger, isn't it?
Yes.
Not an Opposition Agent. Okay. I guess he just wants to get this game closed out a little quicker then.
Yeah, that being a nice threat was pretty good there.
Yeah. Oof already turns off the Witchclaw Talisman, so I guess you don't necessarily need double blow up Witchclaw Talisman. However, maybe I just play a little too cautiously sometimes because I feel like I would prefer the hate piece there over the slightly faster clock.
Yeah, I guess I agree. I mean, he's already got him pretty much shut down, right?
Yeah, but just I can't help but get greedy and turn the knife a little bit more with one more hate piece just as backup.
Right.
However, I mean that Scavenger, there's at least a sorcery land in the graveyard. I guess we haven't seen an instinct at this game or an artifact.
No, because the only thing actually No, they're all sorceries.
Yeah, it's just Burning Wish and Ponder, I believe. Although there's a
Hope of Gear.
Hope of Gear Reporter. You can't activate it, but it does exist.
Yeah.
I mean, it blocks a turn, I guess.
That is true. That is true. And I think
there's a lot of pressure going on here.
I gotta make sure my life total is correct. Yeah, it looks like I do. They're not going to be correct after this turn, however. I think the clock's the same if Doc gets opposition agent, so maybe getting there just a bit better. Yeah, that very well could be Champagne.
Yeah, although he's not having any problems right now by any stretch of the imagination.
No, I think he's completely in control here, to be totally honest. And
all right, we got dummies. We're turning them sideways. Is this good? Doing some quick math. I'll let them tell us the math. Math is for blockers, and I'm not blocking here.
Looks like this is an attack for 10, so he's going to get in the way of what, probably Scavenger?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest threat there.
Yeah, so
well, it's tied with Leovold, I guess.
True. And so it looks like he's going to take, what, 4? Oh, no, Neoform puts
6.
+1/+1 counters on him. So that'll put...
Leovold is base 6, I believe? Yeah. Or base 6, base 3.
Yeah, Leovold's a 3/3, so it turns a 4/4.
Yeah.
And Doc goes up to 22.
Respectable crunch for 6, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yikes.
I'm not sure what is this. Is he just scooping right now?
No, he flashed an opposition agent when he was going to fetch, so he's actually.
Oh, gotcha. I missed the agent altogether.
So
I'm too busy trying to do math.
Yeah, he gets to go choose what he wants to actually get.
That is real dirty.
That actually is. That's one of the best things that you can be doing with an opposition agent. Dark Maverick runs a couple opposition agents in the board, which is super cool. And it looks like he did bring in the Chain of Vapors.
Yeah, we saw at least. I think actually, did he bring in all 8 sideboard cards? We've seen Hope of Europe. We definitely saw Chain and Abrupt Decay in there. What was the other card?
I didn't see Abrupt Decays
in his board. He flicked at least one out to Doc. Carpet of Flowers was the other one. Yeah,
so he did get Carpet also.
Oh, did you see Carpet? I didn't notice Carpet.
No, I did not. Okay. I thought you had seen it, but
I just Abrupt Decay and Chain of Vapor as he was going through the deck there.
Lemon, I'm not sure if he has one hope or not, honestly. And he takes Taiga. Well,
all right,
he can play it.
He doesn't. Yeah.
And it looks like Vinicius is going to pass. He has no hope. Why not just fail to find? Yeah, that's. I don't know, Lemon.
Doc has the choice there with opposition agent, right? Why would Doc wouldn't want to fail to find on that, would he? Just get a land out of his opponent's deck. Yeah, Doc gets to play it.
Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely does get to play it. Yeah.
That is a card I have not had the displeasure of playing against yet, and I hope that doesn't happen here in about 4 minutes, because it looks like Vinicius is picking it up against these dummies on board here.
Yeah, it looks like TES kind of gets handled here pretty readily by Bug Stormcaller. I honestly thought it'd be a little bit of a worse matchup, but it looks like Doc's Bug Stormcaller list is able to pretty much just house TES here.
Yeah, the having the mana for Seagate Stormcaller into Neoform both games was just such a beating that I think ended it both times.
Yeah, I completely agree. So that's going to be it for our round number 1, guys. Stick around.